Hello everyone, thanks for stopping in again. I appreciate it. We're going to talk today about GFCI outlets, what they are, how they work, and also how to wire them correctly. This is a ground fault circuit interrupter outlet, and what that does is it creates a safety net around you, especially when you're near water. Code in your town likely requires you to have a GFCI outlet within a certain number of feet of a spot where there's water. For example, a sink, a shower. Okay, you're going to need to have one of these near one of those locations. Also, likely need one in your garage. Also, if you have tools that may draw a lot of power. Maybe you might not get a tool wet in the garage, but you may accidentally cut it. Maybe you're using a saw and you have an extension cord. So a GFCI outlet will help you to prevent you from getting shocked either in the garage or in the bathroom. So the way it works is the power comes in from the panel and it goes into the GFCI outlet, and then from there it either goes back to the panel through the neutral, which we'll show you a diagram in a moment, or it goes to the following outlets, the subsequent outlets that are downstream. And if the GFCI outlet senses any fluctuation in power, so for example, if you've got a certain amount of power coming in and it doesn't sense the same amount going out through the neutral, then it flips the internal breaker to prevent you from getting shocked. And when you install these and you want to install them on a circuit, this should be the first receptacle, the first outlet on the circuit coming from the panel. Okay, so from there, this one will also protect the outlets that are downstream. You can have, I think, up to 10, potentially, depending on how many amps and what you have going on. You can have many outlets that are downstream of this one. Then this one will be protecting those as well. And one of the things that you're going to have a tough time figuring out, if you don't know it already, is, well, if you've got a circuit coming from your panel, which is the first outlet in the circuit? If you can't figure it out, you might need to check with an electrician. I do have other videos that help you to locate which breaker is being operated by, which breaker is operating the various outlets and lights along the circuit, and you might be able to figure it out that way. Just search through some of my other videos. Let's get on over to the workbench, and we're going to draw up how you wire this so you can follow along easily. Okay, here we are. So the first thing that you want to notice is on the back of the GFCI outlet, you're going to see something here that says line, and you'll see the bottom that says load. It's covered by this yellow sticker, warning sticker, which we'll get into in a moment. The line is what comes from the panel. So let's make a little panel here, okay? Panel. Right, and we've got a hot, which is the black, coming from the panel, and we also are going to have a neutral, and neutral's white, but you're not going to see it on the paper, so we're going to use blue for the neutral. Okay. Alright, and like I said, this is called the line, so we're going to make sure you see that it says line, okay? That's the line coming in from the panel. Alright, so the black is going to go to the black screw here. See that? Probably should have reversed this, but the black screw is for the line. It says hot here, and then the silver one is going to be the neutral. All right, so in this case we're going to just cross them. All right, confusing yet? Okay, we also have the ground. So we're going to make the ground green. The ground's coming down. and the ground is going to the ground screw at the bottom. And your GFCI outlet might have it on the side over here. It happens to be down here. Okay. Now, this is great when you've got just one outlet, you're done. Okay. But if you need to wire other outlets, you're going to then take this and continue. So if you continue, you're going to continue using the load. And on this sticker, which is covering the load screws, it's intentionally covering the load screws so that way you don't attach the line to these screws. It wants you to do it up here. Okay. So if you read the sticker, which you can't from your distance, but it says the load terminals under this label are for feeding additional receptacles. Miswiring can leave this outlet without ground fault protection. Okay, so what this means is that you can wire this incorrectly and you might still get power to the outlet, but you're not going to be protected by the ground fault within protection that's within this outlet. Okay, and neither will the other outlets downstream. Okay, so now we have our line coming in. Okay, then you want to then take, if you want to continue, you're going to take the black, which is the hot, and go to the next outlet over to a brass or gold screw, which is the hot on one of these outlets. Okay, so let's go from the down here, which is the load. You're going to take the load and you're going to go over to here. Okay, and then if you want to attach another one, you're going to continue with the load and go over to the load on the other side, over to the gold screw on the other side. Okay, and over here you have the neutral side, right? And you're going to take the neutral load and you're going to go over to here to this neutral, and then from here you're going to go from this neutral over to the one in the other outlet. Okay, meanwhile, all along you're also continuing to connect the ground screws, and then you're going to connect the grounds. And if you have a metal box, you can connect it to the metal. You can also take a jumper and go to the metal box. Okay, so again, you've got the line coming in, and you're going to connect it to the line on the outlet where it says line, and then the load from there goes on to feed the subsequent outlets. Now, something you should know is after you're done with this, you can put the breaker on. These reset buttons in the test will not work until you have power going to the outlet. Okay, so again, of course you're cutting all the power before you're starting to work. That's a given. I should have mentioned that in the beginning of the video. But then when you're finished here, you can turn the breaker on. In fact, you can do it before you wire the next ones, just testing the first one before you connect the load wires. When you just have the line wires in, you can flip the breaker, use a tester like this one, and you'll be able to see whether or not you've got power. And if you do, the two lights on the right hand side would light up. Okay, you may have to reset it the first time. Either way, you'll be able to check to make sure that this is wired properly. Then from there you can continue to the rest. So let's retrace from the panel. The first stop is the first outlet. That's where the GFCI outlet goes. Your hot lead, your black, goes to the black screw, or if yours is not colored black, it will be gold, and will also say hot on the back of the outlet. So black is hot. Your neutral will be white. On my diagram here, it's blue. Your neutral will be white, going to the other side, which is the silver screw. And then from there, silver is always going to stay as your neutrals, and black will stay as your hots, going to your gold screws from there. You have just seen the basics on how to wire a GFCI outlet. You're going to see another video from me soon on how to wire an electrical outlet that's just not GFCI, and in that video I get into really more of the specifics on stripping the wire, how much insulation to leave, all kinds of different tips on safely wiring an electrical outlet and doing it like a professional. So that part was left off of this video. This was just more about which wires to place where and the theory behind how the GFCI outlets work, so that way you mentally can prepare yourself to doing this job on your own without having to pay an electrician. So hopefully this answers your questions. If you do have any more questions, just leave them down below in the comments and I will answer them pretty quickly. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time.